Confused about what is Paginated Gallery and how to implement? Here you will get rid of your confusion. Hi, this is Krupali from KnowHow Academy. So let's start with me. Let me tell you what you are going to learn in this video. In this video, you will learn what is Paginated Gallery in PowerApp and how to implement Paginated Gallery practically in PowerApp. So let me show you first the end result that we are going to develop. So here I have developed a Paginated Gallery which will display certain amount of record on each page. Each page means when I click on next page, it will display next record. So let's say if I select page size 5, so it will display 5 records. When I click on the next page, it will display the next 5 records. When I click on previous page, it will display previous 5 records. So how can I do that? So that is called Paginated Gallery. When you click on next page, previous page, automatically next 5 record or next 10 records or next 15 records or as per your page size it will display. So how we can do that? So for that, first of all, we are going to use Dataverse table. Let me show you. So this is my Dataverse table which contains the information of employee. That is first name, last name, employee ID, start date, exit date, what position that employee has, and email ID and so on. So that data is already there in my Dataverse table. Now what I want to display that data based on pagination in Gallery Control. So let's do that. So I have already designed a demo screen which will display the data of employee. Now using the Gallery Control, you can see that. But here you can see that in Gallery Control, scroll bar is there. When I scroll down, you can see that. Let me just run it and show you. When I scroll down, you can see lots of information are there. But there is no page-wise information is there. So how can I implement that? So for that, first of all, I need to decide what is the page size for first of all. So let's say page size can be 10, page size can be 12, page size can be 5. So I will take choice from the user using drop down list. So let me add a drop down list. Basically, I am giving 3 choices to the user. First is 5. That means at a time, gallery will display 5 records in one page. 10 means at a time, Gallery Control will display 10 records. And 15 means at a one time, Gallery Control will display 15 records in one page. One page means this is not a screen, but when I click on that next arrow, it will display next 5 records, next 10 record and so on. Okay, so first of all, I'll decide the page size. Okay, that is 5, 10 or 15. Now, initially, if user do not select anything, I will display only 5 records per Gallery Control. So what I can do at app on start event, I will set my default page size. Go to that app, click on these 3 dots and just click on start. On start, I have written some code. Okay, that is predefined code, but don't be confused. I will do same code with you. Okay, so ignore this code for just right now and focus where I am doing coding. So first of all, I am displaying the page size. Okay, so I am creating a variable page underscore size of gallery. Okay, now page size here it is showing in a hint because I have already created. But since I am going to do coding live in this video, so I am taking one another name. Okay, so page size of gallery and then I am assigning 5. Why? Because 5 is the default size I want to print. Then what I want to do, I want to extract first 5 record, Then when I click on next page, again I want to extract next 5 records and so on. So directly if we are displaying employee data in gallery control, we cannot do that. So what we can do, first of all, we can collect all the data from Dataverse to our collection, and then as per need we can get data from the collection. So let me show you. So here in item property, right now just be as it is as employee data, but on page on start event or app on start event, I am going to create one collection which will contain all the data from the Dataverse table, and then as per need collection will supply the records. Okay, so for that you need to write clear collect. Then inside that you need to give a collection name. So here I am giving collection name is test, or you can say EMP test data. Okay, you can give anything. And this collection contain records from which? This collection contain records from the employee data. So my collection is created. Now just let me just save that and show you. Since I did not run the app, so I need to click this and click on run on start, and then go to the variables and go to the collection. My collection name is employee test underscore data. If you just click on that view data, here you can see that from the Dataverse table, collection contain all the records. So collection is containing 983 records. Okay, so here my first thing is ready. The next thing is that rather to give employee table directly to the data source as a gallery, I will write a collection name. So what is my collection name? Let me write it. EMP, let me just EMP underscore test underscore data underscore test underscore data, and then hit enter. Okay. Here it is showing an error. Let me just run it first. Okay. Let me just go to the app start and just clear collect, copy that name and go to that gallery control and then paste it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so here I am displaying data from the collection to the gallery control. Now what I need to do, at a time I need to display only first 5 records. When I click on the next page, I will get the next 5 records. So initially it is displaying on all the data. But let's say if I want to display first 5 records, so how can I do that? So for that, one formula is there, that is called first n. Okay, so let me display first n, then employee data, and how many records you want to display? First 5 records, first 10 records, first 15 records. So we have already created that variable which contain the page size. So page size of gallery, and then now now you can see that first 5 records are there. Let me just make gallery control bigger. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, first 5 records are there, and let me just shrink that size. Okay, so you can see that gallery is displaying first 5 records, but I want to display next 5 records when I click on the next button. So let me just add next button. Let me just write next arrow. Okay, next arrow. So let me add that next arrow. Okay, not this arrow I want another arrow. Let me go to the icon, and here arrow right, and for that I want arrow left for previous. Okay, so 2 arrows are there. Okay, the next. Okay, now what I want. When I click on that, gallery control will display next 5 records. Okay, so this is the first 5 record. But when I click on that, it will first increment the page size. So what I can do on app start event, I will create one variable page number. Okay, so set variable page number. By default, first page it is there. Okay, page number. Now when I click on that, it will increment the first page, or it will increment the page number. So go to there and on select, just increment the page number. So for that you need to write set, then variable page number equal to variable page number plus 1. So page size we are incrementing, and we will do same for the previous page, but here in that case we need to decrement it. So let me copy that and paste it on a previous arrow, and instead of plus we will use minus. Okay, so that. So we are incrementing page size and we are decrementing the page size, not but page number. And let me just display here label the current page number. Okay, so let me add one label which will display the page number. Okay, so I'm displaying in a text property current page is, and then I'm concatenating with the variable page number. Okay, so variable page number is there. Okay, here right now here it is showing blank. The reason is that we have created the page number variable on page start event. So let me click on the app start event, not page start event. So run on start, and here you can see that. Now when I run that, and when I click on that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and show, and when I just decrement it, it will decrementing the page. But when I click that, the reference record is not changing. So how can I do that? So first of all, what I will do, I will first select the first end record. Then how many number of records I need to display at a time. So it is 5. So there is one formula. This formula, let me show you. So using this formula, we are getting the records based on our need from the collection. So let me first explain this formula. So let me copy that formula and paste it in a whiteboard. Okay. And let me just take another and let me just explain you with the numbers. So let's say I have total 300 records, just assume. Now let's say my page size is 5 or 5, right? Not 3 but 5. Now according to that formula, what is doing? From the collection, I want data. How many data? Page size into page number. Let's say my page number is 1. Okay. Now, how many records I want as per the formula? So collection, that is collection, and page into the page number. So I want 5 into 1, that is first 5 records I will get. How? 5 multiplied by 1, that is page size into page number. So page size equal to here 5, right? Then it will get 5 records, first 5 records. Then let's say my page number is 2. So in that case, according to the formula, page size into variable page number. So my page size is 5, and how many records? I want 5 records but into page number, so it is 2. So that it will display first 10 records. Then let's say page number is 3. So 5 into 3, that it will get first 15 records, right? So here you can see that every time we are getting not 5 records, but when the page size is 1, we are getting 5 records. When page size is 2, we are getting 10 records. And when page size is 3, we are getting 15 records. But what we want? We want only 5 records. So every time record size is cumulative, first 5, first 10, first 15. So what I can do from that records, I want last 5 records. So I use the outer formula, that is last page size. Let's say my formula is that last 5 records. Okay, so it will get 5 records. So 5 will be there. 5 records there. Okay. The next is last 5, but if the page size is 2. So I have total 10 records. From total 10 records, I want 5 records. But what 5 records? Not first 5, but last 5. So whatever new records we are getting every time when the page size is increasing, at that time we are getting it from the last. So last 5 it will take. Then let's say page number is 3. So at that time we are getting 15 records. So from the 15 records we are getting the last 5 records. So that way we are iterating and we are getting that. So let's implement that. So here in item property we are getting the 5 records, first 5 records. But here we want to get the record based on page number. Okay, so for that I will write last n, and then I will write page size. Page size of gallery. And here I will multiply. Why? Because every time my page number is increased, according to that I want data. So page size of gallery into variable page number. Okay. Now let's check it out whether it's working perfect or not. So let's say here this is the first 5 record. So here you can see that next 5 record is displaying, then next 5 record is displaying, and so on. So this way records are displaying. So if I just press previous, so according to that this is displaying. So basically you need to apply that formula for getting paginated gallery. But for that, remember you need to create 2 variables, that is page number and page size, and based on that you will get the records. Okay, one more important thing is that let's say my page number is changed. So how can I change the page size which is there on a variable? So click on that drop down list, go to on select property or on change property, and just assign the new value to that variable. So we can write set variable, okay, page size gallery equal to drop down to dot selected text dot value. Okay, now this is the integer variable, and whenever we are getting data from the drop down list, by default it is considered it as a text. So I need to convert it into a integer. So let me just write one function inside that which will convert value into the integer. Okay, and hit enter and just execute that, run on start. Okay, let's check it out. So here first 5 record, let's say first 10 records. So you can see that now 10 record is displaying. Let's say if I'm just getting first 15 record. So every time 15 record will display. Let's say if I click on that, in next page also 15 records are there. So let's say if I'm again clicking on 5 and just displaying, so only first 5 record, then next 5 record, and so on it will display. So I hope you get an idea how you can implement paginated gallery in PowerApps. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your source of IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate to the tech world. If you have any question, don't hesitate to reach out us. It has been a pleasure to share this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.